Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name's Tamlyn and this is Sewn on the Tyne, and I'm here today with my So Hayley Jane unboxing for October. I totally forgot what month it was, which is ridiculous. So this month's box arrived on Thursday, I think, so it was here when I got home from work, and I was really excited. Firstly, because my parcel was extra big. So Hayley had popped in a book for me that she'd finished with and I really wanted to try, which is Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmus. So if you have read this, do let me know what it's like. It says, chemist Elizabeth Zott is not your average woman. In fact, Elizabeth Zott would be the first to point out that there is no such thing. But it's the early 1960s and her all-male team at Hastings Research Institute take a very unscientific view of equality, except for one. Calvin Evans, the lonely, brilliant, Nobel Prize nominated grudge holder who falls in love with, of all things, her mind. True chemistry results. But like science, life is unpredictable, which is why a few years later, Elizabeth Zott finds herself not only a single mother, but the reluctant star of America's most beloved cooking show, Supper at 6. Elizabeth's unusual approach to cooking, combine 1 tablespoon acetic acid with a pinch of sodium chloride, proves revolutionary. But as her following grows, not everyone is happy. Because as it turns out, Elizabeth Zott isn't just teaching women to cook, she's daring them to change the status quo. Meet the unconventional, uncompromising Elizabeth Zott. That sounds fantastic. I'm really excited to read that. So thank you, Hayley, for sending that to me. I've got a large reading list and loads of books, but I'm going to get onto that one as soon as possible. Then another exciting thing is that Hayley has introduced this lovely new sleeve to go on her boxes. So you can see here it's got Hayley's logo, it's got all of these lovely images in the background, her lovely tagline, which is Unbox Your Sojo, the website, Instagram handle, and then on the back it's got the sticker that used to attach to the box. That's fantastic, and it also means now that these boxes are completely reusable. They're not damaged in any way, so you can use those to wrap presents, to store things, to post parcels. Yeah, I think it's a really great idea, Hayley. Before I crack on and open the box, I thought I'd just talk to you about the various things you can see around me. On my mannequin is just some fabric. It's some viscose that I got from Stitch and Ink, but it always gets comments and questions, so that's what's on there. It's just a nice colourful background. On that door over there is a saltwater slip dress by Friday Pattern Company, made in a viscose from So Hayley Jane. On that door over there is the True Bias Calvin wrap dress, made in viscose from First for Fabrics, and I'm wearing the saltwater slip dress by Friday Pattern Company in a viscose crepe from Rainbow Fabrics. There you go. I'm getting ready to film another video which is going to be my recent makes and favourites, and that's why those two are hung up. I've just ironed them and got them all ready. So this month's box, let's see what's inside. I have opened this already, you know me. I can't wait. So in there we've got our tissue paper, which is a little bit orangey this month rather than bright yellow. And this month's theme is Hocus Pocus. I haven't watched the second Hocus Pocus film yet. I will. I've heard mixed reviews on it, but I will give it a try. But it's got really cute Halloween themed images all over the cover. The magazine feels heavy and thick this month. I think Hayley might have been popping some extra content in there. There was a little slip in here to just say that the original product that was supposed to be the gift in the boxes by Samantha Claridge were stickers, and she wasn't able to get those to Hayley in time because there was a manufacturing issue. So instead, the gift has been swapped, still to a Samantha Claridge product, but just slightly different. So Hayley says in her introduction that she's been doing the boxes for 6 years and never done a Halloween themed box. So this month is the time. She talks through the inspiration, the fabrics, and the contents of the box, and also mentions who's won the So Hayley Jane unboxing ritual voucher this month, which is really lovely. There's an interview in there with Samantha Claridge, who has provided the gift. And then Make of the Month comes from Sonia. And wow, so the bodice of the dress is made using the fat quarters from last month. So that's really interesting. I love that. And it's a self-drafted dress, which is amazing. I don't have that talent. Then here are some books that Hayley is recommending. She actually sent a message to our So Hayley Jane WhatsApp group and asked us for suggestions of books that we love too. So we may have suggested some of these. There's The Sewing Book by Alison Smith. I use this all the time as a reference book. It's like a Bible that I always have by my side. And if I ever need to know anything or look anything up, that's where I go. Tilly and the Buttons stretch book. She also has 2 other books as well, which are fabulous. Serena Sews. I got this as soon as it came out and I haven't dipped my toe into it yet. That is to come. And then Jenny from Cashmerette, Ahead of the Curve. I've heard fantastic things about that book too. 3 boxes, 3 makes. We've got Esther, who has made a Melilo shirt by Deer and Doe. I got that pattern a little while ago and I must sew it up. Gemma has made the most incredible Lyra dress, but a maxi version using this month's luxury fabric. I'm going to see if Hayley's got any of this left in her outlet shop because it's a fabric that I've eyed up for so long. It's really beautiful. I realised I didn't show you Esther's make. It's a Melilo shirt and it's gorgeous. And you can get that out of a metre of fabric depending on the size you make, which is brilliant. And then Laura has made the most incredible quilted jacket, the Hovia by Megan Nielsen. Then my project this month is these adorable fabric pumpkins, and I've got them to show you here and here. So I just thought that was the perfect little project to put in this month's boxes. And I actually taught a workshop for over 20 people last week to make these pumpkins too. So I just love them. I love them. Hopefully some of you will be making that project this month. So there's a step-by-step tutorial in there. If you don't subscribe but you still want to follow the tutorial, Hayley does pop it up onto her blog in a couple of weeks' time, so you'll be able to check it out there. The Makers Gallery has some really gorgeous makes in. I love this matchy set from Emily at Ready Steady Sew for her and her daughter. It's gorgeous. There's some beautiful makes there. The profile of the month is Holly, who has a YouTube channel sewing in Scottish, and she's just absolutely gorgeous. I love her videos. I'll link to her channel down below for you. There's some pattern picks from the fold line for this month's fabrics. There is a feature on Size Me Sewing, who's provided the pattern for the luxury boxes. We met Donna at the Knitting and Stitching show last week and she's just lovely. I did buy one of her patterns too. And there's a discount code for me. Ooh, there's a discount code on the patterns, but also on her sewing retreat that she's doing in France. That's interesting. I'm going to check out the dates for that. That is just the dream, isn't it? To go to France and do a sewing retreat. Yes, please. And then some links to things that Hayley is loving there too. And the lovely feature at the back that tells you what is in the boxes and a little space for your note taking. So a fabulous magazine as always. I'm going to have a sip of tea and I'm going to tell you what my tea is. The other night, Rachel, Ruan and I watched our very first vlogs and I totally forgot that I used to tell people what tea I was drinking. It was like a thing that I did in my videos and I've forgotten and I need to bring it back. Tea chat is coming back. So this mug, it's a festive mug. It's got my initial on there on a lovely mitten. This was from Anthropology. I love the mugs that Anthropology do and I treat myself to one if I ever go to Leeds because they've got an Anthropology shop there. So yeah, it's a lovely big mug, look. It is literally the size of my head. And the tea that I'm drinking is a Twinings Inner Strength Sweet Honey Chai Rooibos tea. And it's delicious. So yes, tea chat is coming back. Hopefully you're happy about that. So the gift in this month's box then, that was a replacement but is a beautiful gift, is this lovely print, Signs of the Zodiac. And it's got all these astrology inspired signs, but they're all sewing themed, so I just think that's lovely. I must get some frames and get these put up on my wall. I've got some just behind the camera there, stuck on the wall just with blue tack, but I should really frame them because that is gorgeous. Then the other gift is a wax melt, which is spiced pumpkin latte. I don't have a wax melter, is that what you call them? Holder thing? I don't have one, so I've got these, and I've got the wax melts that came last time, not last time, but in one of the previous boxes, and I still haven't used them because I don't have a wax melt burner, I think that's what you call them. So I must source one. If anybody has a recommendation of a great place to buy them from, please do let me know. The sweet treat is a lovely drumstick lolly, because this is sort of one of the sweets that you would tend to get if you went trick-or-treating. And yeah, it's that sort of lovely trick-or-treat sweet, and I love drumstick lollies. They're delicious. I'm not going to eat it now because they tend to get a bit stuck in your teeth and that'll be a bit awkward. The fat quarters are incredible. I gasped when they came through the door. I get them ahead of time, obviously, to do the fat quarter tutorial, and I just love them because they're cat themed, obviously. So you've got this lovely one here, which is the one that I used for my mini pumpkin. Then we've got this lovely one here with lots of cats up to mischief. This one's eating some sushi, which is just really cute. We've got this lovely paw prints and houseplants one. And then this is the one I used for my big pumpkin. And there was a fifth one, which I've stashed away somewhere because in the classic box you just get 4, but I get all 5 ahead of time. So there was another one and I can't remember what it was. I've stashed it away. Then the fabric, the thread that I've got is this lovely like magenta, purpley magenta shade. And funnily enough, I've watched Ruan and Michelle and they both got this one too. So what do you know? I'm really pleased I got this one, although all 3 colours are absolutely beautiful. I'm just going to check. I think the fabric is yeah. I was just checking if it was like a special variety of cotton, but it just says it's a 100% cotton and it's beautiful. It's got this lovely abstract geometric design on, and Hayley said it reminds her of spider's webs, which I can totally see, but it's really beautiful. So we've got 2.5 meters of this. I love this colour, it's stunning. Purple is one of my favourite colours, and I actually have already planned what I'm going to do with this. This is going to sound really sad, but I was lying in bed on Thursday night after I'd received my box, and I was thinking what I was going to make with it and coming to my decisions, like lying in bed before I went to sleep, trying to get to sleep, but couldn't stop thinking about sewing. So my plans for this, I've got 2 things I'm going to make. I'm going to make the Cielo top by Closet Core Patterns. I'm actually doing that as a little collaboration with a couple of gorgeous ladies. You'll find out more about that nearer the time. So I'm going to be doing a collaboration with that pattern, and I think this would make a beautiful cello top. I just want to make the really simple version, sort of cropped, short sleeves, very simple version of that top. I think that will be perfect to wear with jeans and to wear with maybe shorts and tights. And then I should have at least 1.5 meters left. Yeah, I think I'll have about 1.5 meters left. And I'm going to make myself some pyjama bottoms, probably just the Jamie pattern by Tilly and the Buttons, just really straightforward woven pyjama bottoms with a drawstring or ribbon. And I think they'll be really lovely for any time, but especially for the festive season, because this is like it gives me festive vibes. I don't know why. I think it's that rich purpley colour that does it. So if you got the classic or mini box, do let me know what your plans are for your fabric and what you think of my plans. Are they good ideas? I'd love to hear from you. If you are tempted by the Sew Hayley Jane box, I do have an affiliate link for you, and I will get a little bit of commission if you sign up using my code. My code is Tamlyn10, and that will get you 10% off whichever box you go for. So whether that's the mini, the classic or the luxury, you'll get 10% off that. And it would be lovely if you use my code. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Thank you, Hayley, as always, for an amazing goodie box. I love it. And yeah, I hope you're all really well, and I'll see you again soon in my next video. Happy sewing. Bye. Chemist a little... there. And I'm going to make myself some there.